Come on, son. Good boy. Good boy. Come on up. Yeah. Yeah. I think I feel the cold and all when I get out the car now because I've shaved all my hair off with the I forget what they call them, the razors, the hair tongs. I leave the blades off, so it shaves me head right to the skin. So I get a skin head. It's much more hygienic as well when you've got all your hair off. I'll just wear my cap, keep the heat in the top of my head. But with having no hair, I look like convict 99 now. What I might do is go down the cycle track that you come up from my favourite little hidden valley, then turn left and go down the main track, then go back along the main track over the steel bridge and then back to the car. So I might finish my circular walk doing it that way. But that way I'm allowed to go into the hidden bit of valley that I haven't been into for a long time. So I want to see if it's accessible. Come on, yeah, no, come on, up. Good boy, up. Good boy, son, good boy. Get a stick, son, get a stick. Get it, son, good boy. Get it, son, get a stick. Good boy. Right, I can see the junction now up ahead. You see the marker post straight ahead through the trees, look. Right, so I'm going to turn left here, go so far down, then turn right and go up the bit track so I can go down the mountain biking track into my favourite little valley. Seems a lifetime ago now I used to do wild camping down there, because obviously it had the water source. It was hidden away from people. Where I used to camp, that is. And I know where there's a hidden round homestead which has got a tree actually grown over it, so it's well hidden apart from the doorway into it, the stones. But if you know it's there, it's ideal. And if it does start to rain, you're underneath it's like a huge Christmas tree type thing, like them at the back. It covers the whole lot, so you're well isolated from wind and rain. Right, so what's Sunday now? So Monday I've got the housing association. Well, I'm with Riverside, and the guys that do the work for them is called Evolve. Well, they're coming out the house on Monday, and they're going to start filling in all the holes where the mice and rats will be coming in and out the house and scurrying along on the floorboards now. So it's just to slow them down. And in the meantime, I went on eBay and I bought 6 heavy-duty snapback mouse tracks. What they use, the pest control people. He shows us how to set them, what to put in them, and where to put them exactly. Mice and rats like to run along the side of walls. They like to keep next to walls. So if you can find out where they're tracked along, put the traps and the poisons anywhere near where they're usually running along, and you get a higher success rate of getting them. There's loads of trees here now, falling over, snapped and broken. This just looks totally different because of all these snapped trees. Everything looks different. But as you can see, I'm more or less right at the top end of KIDLAND Forest. That ridge up there is more or less the top end. I mean, you can go further up. You can go right round as if you're going to Bloody Bush Edge. But there's one of those white markers with a black arrow in it again, and a normal marker post. Right, so if I go that way and go around the left and go across the far side, you can look down to Whiteburn Shank Cottage, but it's a bloody big steep bank to go down. And I've done it once where I went down between the trees to keep all the trees going down because it's steep. And then I got onto the road at the bottom after crossing the brook. He's thoroughly enjoyed himself though. He's really alert, he's watching and listening to everything. Good boy, son, good boy. Oh, more tea river. More trees down by the roots. Look at the size of those roots that's pulled up. Massive. Hey, go on, go on. Good boy, son. Good boy. See, these are the kind of trees you kind of get past when they're all interlocked with one another. It's hard to get past them. I'm hoping that this is the start of what drier weather now when the sun's coming out, and not every other day is going to be bloody drizzle, rain and showers. It'd be nice to get a few, well, at least a week of no rain at all. Be nice, because I'm still waiting for the guys to come and erect my metal shed I've bought. Got to put loads of things in out the back garden and have more room in my garden, and obviously keep things dry, because it's going to have those corrugated sheets on the roof and around the sides, so it'll keep most things dry in there. And I might put a couple of solar panels on the sides and the roof, run a battery pack inside. Look how densely, oh, you couldn't get through there. Not a hope in hell. Look at that, man. They must have been dragging them along the road here because all these little branches is on the road. Here, wood rubbing together, the trees when they're moving, and they're rubbing together at the top. Good boy, son. Good boy. I'm glad I came now, like, because I was wondering where can I go? Where can I take him so I can let him off and feel safe? Miles away from everybody and anybody. And this place come to mind because last time I was here, like I say, I went up the main track from where I parked the car. I went up to Whiteburn Shank Cottage and walked around the grounds there, then came back down. So I thought, well, I'll come back here because there's nobody around, but go a different way and see the different pathways and tracks, and that's what I'm doing. Right, so get around this corner and then it starts bending around the left to go down, and that's where you go down and around the 4 S-bends where you go lower and lower and lower, and the last one takes you back down the main track that I walked along this morning past Millcote Cottage. But I'm going to go straight up and then go right into the trees, then drop down the mountain bike track to go down into my little favourite valley. Get a drink, son. Get a drink. Good boy. Get a drink. Good boy, son. Right. Keep looking around, like, you know, you get that feeling that something like is behind you. I keep getting that thought. So look around, there's nothing out there. And the dog keeps doing it now. I was at my sister's house the other day. My 2 sisters were there, and we're talking about what dogs we've had in the past and what they used to do. And we had a huge long-haired German Shepherd called King, and he was brilliant at if you're walking through a park at night, like the women, he would watch like a hawk, and if anyone's coming towards him in the park, he used to like go right beside Pauline or Michelle and watch the guys go past, make sure that okay, then he'd walk on again. Bloody good dog. He was massive and all. Like, when he's on his hind legs, he was taller than a 6-foot bloke. And one time the scrapman come down the back lane, the Standard Road, and of course they're looking back lanes, backyards for to see if they can pinch. And they made the mistake again in ours. They opened up the back door. Well, King just went belting down the stairs and pinned him up against the wall. He turned white as a ghost. Fair to say that he didn't come back in the back yard anymore. But that's what you've got big dogs for, to protect you and your property. So you're good having a little poodle that you can just drop kick over the fence and say bugger off. That's not going to protect you. Right, so just below these trees is the little valley where I came up, and I go to the hidden bit further on. But there was one time I crossed over the little brook at the bottom and I scrambled up the bloody steep bank to come here, and I ended up coming up here somewhere and onto this road. You can see the bike tracks, motorbike tracks and all. Right, so just further down is where the road starts bending around to the left. Well, I'll be going straight over. It's all come back now, but going that way, I was panicking a bit and thought I wasn't going to get through those trees, but I managed it. I was swearing like hell. I had to take my camera off my neck and put it down because I was swinging about when I was trying to duck under trees and step over them, climb over them. It's getting on my nerves. Here's more evidence of where they've been dragging the trees along the road, and all the little branches are snapped off. Look. All the pine needles. Right, at least it's downhill for a while. And it's definitely downhill to go down to my favourite little valley. It's really steep. And then I've got to cross a brook at the bottom and go past my little Heidi round homestead where it's all hidden. You've got to know how to get to it and where it is. But it's an ideal place if you're just going to come with a like a bivvy bag not a tent, and just line your bivvy bag, which is waterproof obviously. Put your sleeping bag inside that. Yeah, like toast. Right, so you can see where the track's going up and across the top of the ridge where they've chopped all the trees down straight ahead. Well, that's where me and Jimmy went, and was stood on a big tree stump where they chopped one of the big huge fat trees down, and we're taking photos all the way back down the valley towards where the car's parked. Beautiful views are fantastic. Right, so we're just at the bottom here. That's where it bends up the left. The trees swaying about the top. Hell of a lot of movement in because of the thin ones blowing in the wind. It's turned out to be a canny day, and that sun out is making it more pleasant. There's another one of them signs coming up with a black arrow on it. The white square with a black arrow. There's another reverse point here for vehicles to reverse up and turn around. Nice on your marker post. Now if you go to the edge of them trees, there's a hell of a steep embankment going down into the little valley where I'm going, but it's really steep, and then it's like there's sections where it's baldy, there's no trees on it, it's just all grass, but it's very steep. So hi son, come on, yeah, hi son, come on then, down here, away, away, good boy, son. See, once again he's coming back. I'll when I get home, I'll tell my daughter to watch me videos and see for herself how he's behaving himself. Now it's a bit of a perimeter wall here. Just there, look, what's left of it. Now you've got to ask yourself, what the hell's the wall doing there? Was there some, obviously walls are normally the perimeter of an estate or building, or a farm instead. So you've got to ask yourself, what was there before? 100 and odd years ago. You can quite clearly see the wall now. So I could have done a circular walk, like from the car. I could have walked up to the start of the 4 S-bends that bring you higher and higher each step of the way, and come up this way, and then went right the far side, then went round to the left, and then dropped down to Whiteburn Shank Cottage that way. And just came right back along the main track, back to the car over the silver steel bridges and fords. So like I say, I've got a vast knowledge of KIDLAND Forest now. There's only a few pathways that I've never done. Right, it's this way I'll go up off to the right, around this corner. What you got? What you got? Put it down. That's gonna break your teeth, man. Put it down. Put it down, son. Give it you. Give it you. Give us it. What are you chewing a stone for, you dafty? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's got a pebble in his gob. Daft bugger. Come here, I'll swap you. Chocolate biscuit for you. I do want you to break your teeth, yeah. Yeah, what's this? Ooh, what's this? Ah, that's he's put it doing. Good boy. Good boy. See, a little bit blackmail works wonders. Right round this corner and bear right. Right, and here it is. Now, I was right over there on that side, walk along past, where the trees end. That's where you walk along from Milk Hope Cottage across the top. There's a main road track goes along the top, and then you can actually come down through those trees at the end of the tree, where the end of the trees come down, and you can make your way all the way down to the bottom where the brook is. Good boy, son. Get it, son. Get it. Get it. Right, so if I went straight on, I could go around the 4 S-bends and drop down 4 levels to get down the main path that I walked along from the car, go along that way earlier on. But I want to go this way and drop down into my little favourite valley before I head back towards the car. I want to familiarise myself with all these tracks and paths again. I mean, I've covered KIDLAND Forest extensively, and I know 99% of the tracks now, and not better than my back garden. Right, so you go up here, and there's a